Hey kids, Mr. Glenn here. Hope you're well. Now, inside my artwork here, the copying and pasting can be a little bit tricky at times, okay? And that's fine. It's just a learning process. Sometimes it can take you longer than it needs to, but as long as you get this row, the hardest part, I suppose, would be putting the pieces together. But once you're at this point, we are just going to copy and paste and cover our entire page, okay? So let's go and just zoom out. So I'm at a fit the page style, okay, like that. Copy and paste this. So I'm going to go and, because this is grouped, I'm going to make sure that this is grouped, because if you don't group it, you're going to pick up pieces, okay, and you're only going to copy and paste individual shapes. We don't want that. So just make sure that you are in a group and you've grouped it all. So I'm going to go and copy and paste this. Let's go and select this, copy and paste, Control C, Control V. So let's just drag this down, and you'll notice as well that your page may start to get a little bit what you like to say as laggy, okay, so it's fine. Google Docs will shrink the images down in terms of size. Same again, okay, as I'm just using my arrow keys here, I just want a nice balance. I want this symmetry, I want this nice flow. I don't want it massive gaps here and tiny short gaps here. I just want to be able to go and copy and paste this. And you can see, if I just show you what I'm talking about, let's just go and zoom in here. There, this one here is a little bit higher than I would actually like, okay? So I'm going to go and grab my shape and just use my shift and arrow key just to bring that up, so there's as much symmetry from each shape, so that when it's on the background it looks like a nice repeating pattern, okay? Because you don't want to be doing this over and over again. Let's go and fit to the page. Now I can group these now. I'll keep zooming in. I need to zoom out for a second. Just go and fit my page. I use my arrow key. Now, I can group this whole lot together now. Go into my arrange, group this set here, copy and paste this giant piece here, and then pull it down. Use my arrow keys. Allow me to pick it up. There we go, good. And using my guide, I'm going to go and just pull that down to there. That's too far, okay, so I'm going to go and just nudge that up. I think that's okay. Good, same again. Group it, arrange, group, because I don't want to be messing everything up. Copy, paste, Control C, Control V. Pick this up, using my guides as a snap. And then I'm going to use that line at the top just to see where it is on those circles. It's too far, isn't it? Let's go and just nudge it up a little bit, and maybe one more. Done. Now I don't need to copy and paste the entire thing here. What I can do is I can go and ungroup this, arrange, ungroup. And my group underneath here is smaller because I've ungrouped it before. Control C, Control V. Using my guides and the top of it to arrange it, and it will go off the page. And that's fine. If it goes off the page, it's all fine. Don't worry about it going off the page. Right. So you'll end up with something like that, depending on what your shape is. If you use triangles or squares or whatever, then it'll all have a nice repeating pattern. Don't worry about it using different shapes, okay? Because if you've used different shapes, let's go and arrange this and group this, get rid of this for a second. Because if you've used different shapes, arrange, group this, Control C, Control V. And you join them together like this, you'll see you'll still have a nice balance. So I go and grab my ruler, my guide, and snap that into the middle of the shapes. when you come to join those together, underneath, and you've snapped them to the middle, can you see you're still going to get a lovely effect, and it's still going to be stylized according to your own colors, your own shapes, and then of course you're going to get this nice effect here, whether they're triangles, rectangles, squares, whatever. So if you got to this point of thinking, do you know what, Mr. Glenn, I'm not 100% sure that this is the right shape for me, you've already done the process of copying and pasting and grouping and repasting again. Go ahead and make a new one. Go and make something that's maybe darker, maybe that's lighter. You can go and change your colors however you want, okay, and your shapes. You don't have to be copying me, okay? All right, so as always, good luck. Go and see if you can create something like this inside your workbook, okay? As always, good luck.